Auhl. In these instructional videos we're going to do a series on putting. So putting is the quickest way to lower your score. So if you can have less putts on a green, then you're going to have less shots overall. So the quickest way to lower your score is have less putts. So putting is a really important part of the game. In fact, if you can't putt well, you can't score very well. So from a putting point of view, the putting swing is still a circle. You still have to move the golf club in an arc. The reason why it has to go in the arc is that the head of the golf club here and the shaft or the grip are not in the same line. So from a swing point of view, if both this end and this end were directly above each other, then that would go straight back and straight through. Once the golf club has a tilt to, which is under the rules of the game, it has to have a minimum of a 10-degree angle between here and here. The shaft cannot come out at an angle that's less than 10 degrees. There's no physical way this golf club can go straight back and straight through. It's physically impossible. So what you're trying to do with golf, though, is putting in particular, because it's a single pivot action, is we want to get the putter to swing as straight as possible. It's still going to be an arc. The best players in the world will have just a slight arc to their putting stroke, not a really pronounced arc. So the key with putting is we still want to have the hitting implement 90 degrees to the target. How we do that is still swinging our arc, it doesn't change, and you want to get back to 90 degrees. So the biggest problem that I see with most amateurs when they putt is when they set up is they actually have their hands too low this way. What it does is the heel of the putter sits on the ground and the toe sits up in the air. Now, if you actually are swinging in this direction, that will create an arc, but it's actually really hard to time 90 degrees. So the biggest thing I can suggest with your putting, and one of the best things that you can do, is actually get your hand or the golf club up more this way. So in effect, the more this end of the golf club is directly above that end, the straighter that'll swing, the better you will actually putt. Now, golf club designers are actually really clever. They make the putter the most upright club in the bag because we want the golf club sitting more this way so it strings straighter, not straight back and straight through, but straighter, so it still moves in an arc. So effectively, you cannot swing the putter straight back and straight through. It's physically impossible. No one can, because this can't go directly above that. So from a putting point of view, we want to get our hands up more vertical so the line of my forearm matches the line of the putter. So this is no good. My hands are actually too low and the putter will sit up off the ground. So from a putting point of view, I want to get my hands up so the line of my forearm matches the line of the putter. From there I've got a single pivot essentially back and through. Now if you watch with this putter and the shaft on the ground, which I've just put my forearm down, if I start with the putter here, as I swing back, the club will naturally move a little on the inside, comes back onto the line and then moves back on the inside again. Alright, so from a perfect putting stroke it will have some form of arc. Now how do I know I've done my swing correctly? Just like with every other piece of technique, at the end of the swing I should be able to hold my finish position and check it. So that at this point here, the club face has just started to turn to the left, which is the way it should. So that's actually incorrect, the face would be open. So from a putting point of view, best thing I can suggest for you to help you improve putting, get your hands up more vertical. It'll sit the putter flatter on the ground. It will then swing straighter and you'll have a much better chance of one, hitting the middle of the putter, and two, getting the best results.